This is Midway Arcade Origins. We're taking a look at this compilation of 30 classic titles thrown together, offering local co-op action and all the fun of some really great experiences like Gauntlet, which is fantastic. And I think we're going to start... Oh, Rampage. Oh, that turned into a movie. Huh, funny. Anyways, I think we're going to start with the legendary root beer tapper, which was a APB, really interesting, which was a favorite of mine over the years, so we're gonna have to find that considering I just keep going in circles. But root beer tapper, pretty cool. So you get a number of options. There's free play settings. You can adjust things like your lives, your bonuses, stuff like that. And then you come in here and you kind of get going and start the action. So it's that classic experience of the arcade, the old school games you might have played back in the day, and it just kind of presents them in a neat sort of way. And then there's video settings, so you can do like sharp graphics, and you can do like, you know, different types of wallpaper on or off. Not really a lot of options. It honestly feels very minimal in terms of what you can adjust settings wise. But I mean, it's just the old games, right? So you're kind of just enjoying them here, which is kind of neat. Oh, usually you can do this pretty fast. I think I messed up. Usually you can get them done really quick. You can get it right off the bat there, and I totally didn't do that. But anyways, it's got a cool variety of games. There's leaderboards and stuff like that. I mean, it's probably not the most exciting compilation ever out there for you know, the arcade games, but it's still really good. Oh, look at that slick root beer tapping. That's what it's all about. But with that, we're trying to show... Oh yeah, you do the matching game with the thing. Anyways, we're trying to show off as much as possible here, so we're going to be jumping to the next game. And obviously, we can't show them all off, so... Rampage. So hopefully you get a good look at the different options that are present here. I mean, it's kind of neat, right? You jump in, you do your different experiences. Rampage. Raw. It's actually kind of a creative game if you think about it. Some destructible environments too. Rampage. You can actually like really destroy stuff, which I think is kind of neat for its time. If you're not familiar with Rampage, can't believe they turned this into an actual movie at some point. That is definitely wild to see here. But you just kind of destroy things, cause mayhem and issues for other people. But let's hop into another one. Pitfire, maybe a joust. I'm just kidding, we're doing Gauntlet. Elf shot the food. So yeah, I'm kind of a bit of a big Gauntlet fan. From the 360 era, they had you know, they had an arcade version of this that you could play with like achievements. I remember having my like family sit there with me, and we grinded out like all the levels to get the achievements by like cheating, because you could like cheat the points for your health and stuff. And that was just like an absolute blast to do. This game is really, really cool. Elf shot the food. But no, Gauntlet is a ton of fun to play. It's sort of like a really almost classic dungeon crawling, I guess. I don't know. But it also just gets like nuts in terms of like all the enemies you have to face. Like they just pile on the enemies, but yet this has become some sort of, you know, classic experience, which I think is wild considering, you know, just what this is really, right? And then use the potion to eliminate everything, because we're not going to do a bazillion levels. I mean, I'm not even going to survive a lot of levels. And you got to destroy the spawners too, which is kind of funny. There's just something about this that they really hit the mark on. I hope someday they do like a proper gritty upgrade to this game and just like totally redo it from scratch. Because I think they've actually tried that at some point, but I don't think it worked. But yeah, good old Gauntlet. Just a great time. But let's jump on to the next one. We should probably do a little bit of joust here, right? I mean, this is probably something people were expecting in this one. Joust. Oh, geez. I am not used to jousting. Ow. I think I died. And I've died again. Okay, joust is not my thing. Obviously. Then we got Defender, which I think is also quite a bit of a classic. I mean, we've all heard of Defender, but kind of an intense space one. It is cool to experience these games, because you gotta remember, like, these were, like, you know, big things at one point. It's always neat to take a step back and kind of, you know, explore something historical like this, and, you know, see all these different games and see how far gaming's come. Little Defender. Saving humanity. And getting ready to die. Bubbles? I don't know, Arch Nemesis. The APB one kind of sounds fascinating. Xenophobe. Should be the yellow team. Let's do it. Clear the base before it ends. So I know you get a variety of different games that you can enjoy. I think it's kind of neat. Who's ready to die now? At the rate we're whipping through these, maybe we can show off almost all of them. The Wizard of War. That one sounds like it could be fun. Let's do it.
Get ready, warrior. I'll fry you with my lightning bolt.
It's like a weird, crappy version of Pac-Man. And to think people used to pay full price for games like this. And they went to arcade machines. Probably arcade was the best value, wasn't it? Although it starts eating up your quarters pretty quick, right? Which is a bit of an issue. Oh, look at that sick movement. This guy's got the skills. Oh, yeah. New level. Or a new game. Vindicators? Cyber Tournament 2072. Oh, that's kind of interesting looking. Total Carnage, Daboon. Off-road. Like we can handle the off-road. I feel like we should do Spy Hunter here. Oh, there's a lot of complex skills you got there. Oh, damn. I don't know if these are the ones I'm supposed to blow up or not. This is some gripping action. It's also like a really weird compilation of games. Like, it's neat that you could still play these titles. It's just also bizarre I guess the full appeal for all of them. I guess for every one of these packs you get some like oddities where you're like, what is this? And I think some of the games I'm kind of like, huh. It's interesting. Smash TV, Satan's Hollow. We're already at the end of the list. We could do Rampart. Rampart. Player 1, please go. How many coins do I have to insert? Come on, get us going. So you can play this like local co-op, which, you know, if you want to do that, it's neat. Oh geez, Rampart. Select home castle. This seems like it takes some actual strategy. Alright, this is definitely not the ending I want to do for this one. Anyways, it's kind of a cool package of different games. You get 30 options. It's gonna be for you or it won't be, but it's kind of neat to have these titles still available and playable in the modern era. That's kind of nice, right? And the different sorting options. It's interesting. It's okay.